Okay, I reset it the stream. Reset it. I reset it. Is that a word? Reset it. I reset the stream because it seemed as if something went wrong. I think OBS disconnected and I never saw it reconnect. And then I checked on YouTube Studio and it looked like it never fully reconnected. So I just went ahead and reset it. I don't know what happened though. I have no idea. It's kind of scary, but we'll just have to power through it. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, normally when I notice that OBS disconnects, it'll reconnect in like 2 seconds or so. And this time it didn't reconnect. Let me see. So I'll just start again. Okay. Bobby, was there something wrong with the previous stream? I had to reset it because something went wrong. Or maybe you just hopped in. But I started it and it seemed like there was some technical difficulty, so I just started again. Am I loud and clear? Bobby B-Roll. Bobby B-Roll Brown, can you hear me? Bobby! Mossad is messing with you. Who is Mossad? Okay, we're in here. Yeah, I think something was wrong with the previous stream. I don't know what like I was trying to stream like 10 minutes ago and it looks like like OBS disconnected or something. It just wasn't going right.
Hiro-san!
So I went ahead and just reset it. But it looks like everything is top notch now. So everything is cool.
Here, it's for you.
I'm glad I realized that.
From Ine-san, and it's not much, but
You behind in the chat by a minute or so.
Oh,
Behind in the chat by
Folks,
a minute or two.
take care, and come back in one piece.
Film. Welcome to the stream. Film. You haven't Shenmue checked the email. You haven't Shenmue checked the email. I swear Bobby talks in code sometimes. I don't know what the hell. You up to date on the chat. Okay. So this is gonna be the end of Shenmue, because I'm sure that this is the end. Rio is heading off to Hong Kong to hunt down Lan Di, but I gotta fight one more boss. When is the next ME episode dropping? It should be 1 or 2 coming this weekend. But this is gonna be the end of Shenmue. I'm kind of surprised I stuck with it and did the whole game on stream. That forklift part was, it was something else. But the good thing about it, once you get done with the forklift part, you're right at the end of the game. That's the thing about it. I forgot about that. I could have sworn there was more to it, but it's really not. Once you finish the forklift arc and you get fired, then you're thrust immediately into the confrontation with Terry and the Mad Angels. And after you defeat them, rescue Nozomi and whatnot, that's pretty much the end right there. Because then, what's it? It's just Shenmue, the Shenmue mod. They send you off to Hong Kong to hunt down Lan Di. So this is it, but it's one more battle. It's one more fight. I got to fight the boss of the game. The boss in this game is, I'm not a fan of him, to be honest. he just doesn't seem like he should be a boss character. He seems more like a lackey character. And that's really what he is. I guess it's appropriate for Ryo's skill level at this point in the story, but it's kind of anticlimactic when you think about it that he's fighting. And then look, this guy is no slouch. He's a fantastic fighter despite his look, but he just doesn't give off final boss vibes. He's like not even like sub boss. He's like to me, he's like the third boss. like the third to last boss tier to me in terms of just his whole look and what he represents. He doesn't even work under Lan Di. He wants to work under Lan Di. It's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. I wouldn't have chosen him to be the final boss, but then I guess who do you pick then? Terry? He wasn't exactly intimidating, to be honest. His whole thing was more so strength in numbers than being an elite fighter himself. So take Shenmue to the lemon tree by the waters, and when the man dances for you, ask him for milk. That sounds like Bloodborne dialogue.
Knows no bounds, hey?
That's like the average conversation in Bloodborne.
Thank you for arranging
Utter
my trip to Hong Kong.
nonsense.
Thanks to you, the Longjaw was thwarted. It was the least I could do.
Yeah, we took down a whole
Thank you very much.
harbor gang. What the hell?
You're too reckless. It worries me, so I'm going with you. What do you mean?
I cannot allow you to go alone. Besides, we also need to know what Lan Di is doing.
Oh.
That's the gist of it.
You beating the game today. Yeah, this is the end.
Diving
This is it right here.
style should be useful on your journey.
What?
This is it.
A style from the Hebei province in use since the Song dynasty.
Yeah, this is the final
I
battle.
will teach you its most sacred move, the swallow flip. Guishang.
Guizha.
You utilize your opponent's attack to flip them. First, I will explain the basic form.
They
Watch
teach you an
closely.
attack at the very end of the game too. But that just goes to show
You
their
take one
intentions.
step backwards to parry the opponent's attack.
You know, every move that you
Then
learned was
focus
supposed to be
power in your
transferred
arms to
into the
throw
next
your
game,
opponent
into the
off
next game,
balance.
into the next game.
Immediately kick their legs out and flip. In actual combat, you'd strike here. The throw alone won't incapacitate your opponent.
Granted, it does.
First, try to execute the proper form.
It does work going from Shenmue
Shift
1
your
to 2,
weight
but
while taking one step
obviously
back.
not from 2 to 3.
So you've acquired the form.
All I did was
Next,
step back.
as you drop, use your arms to throw your opponent off balance. Well then, give it a try. There's no power in your arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh.
Kick your opponent's legs out and flip. Well then, give it a try.
Kick your Oh.
Yes, that's the proper
I'm not
form.
using that shit.
But to truly master the swallow flip,
you must be able to.
anticipate your opponent's attack. Guijang, spar.
What?
Now that you have several
Practice
rules,
is
make me a
required to
Janny.
master the
I don't know,
attack
Flynn. You
quickly.
might not be ready for that.
You must attack him in earnest.
You might not be
I
ready
will.
for that. I don't know.
Begin.
Oh, hold up, shit. Oh. Oh! It is cool.
executed. You have more ability than I thought.
No need
No,
for
sir.
Janies.
You're a superior
I mean,
instructor.
we could use one, probably.
This
But the thing
technique
is,
works best when you can anticipate your opponent's attack.
I gotta know somebody's temperament as far as how they're gonna deal with
Do you wish to
the.
practice further?
how they're
to
gonna deal
master
with
the
people.
timing of the attack.
Because I tend to be very lenient. Because I've noticed that, like for example, with
No, thank you.
Hellbreaker or
I think I
Oz,
manage now.
there were people that wanted me to ban him
Very well.
early
Then
on.
There is nothing more that I can do.
I was like, nah, I mean,
I'm in your debt.
he's just a little bit of an asshole. Ain't a big deal. And then he became
You're going?
Yes.
a loyal part of the clan. So you gotta be careful, because some people have a lower tolerance for quote unquote misbehavior. Oh shit!
Look out! Kusan! Behind you!
You're not going to Hong Kong because the Great Chai will defeat you.
I think he's like much easier in the second fight, but I'm gonna do this for a while just to rack up easy damage. If I can get away with it for a while, I'll do it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Let's just do this for a little bit. Oh boy, like shit went left so quick. Okay, let's do this for a little bit. Oh boy, I didn't even remember you could run out of juice like that. This went left very quickly. Oh, great. Oh, that's great. I'm sure that move was programmed in for people trying to run away. I mean, you can't blame me for doing this, because like I said, the game never teaches you how to fight properly. You cannot blame me for doing that. The game never teaches you how to fight properly, because they don't give you enough chances to fight.
The Landy-sama is sailing the sea on a ship bound for Hong Kong.
So, Landy's already left for Hong Kong.
Landy's already left for Hong Kong. I'm hungry right now. Bye. Me love PB2. You play Shenmue 3. Oh, hell no. Fuck Shenmue 3. That game looks like ass. I saw this guy break down Shenmue 3. You know, the good and the bad. And I was like, I don't want to play that at all. Just being completely honest, I don't want to play that bullshit at all. I think one of the worst things about it, from the way he described it, is how they really streamlined the combat system. It it doesn't have the same amount of depth.
Quasar!
I broke my leg.
You cannot travel injured.
It's my fault. Don't worry. This injury will heal soon. Go on ahead.
I don't know. He looks like,
Quasar.
you know, when a basketball player has a season-ending injury.
At the moment, I don't know where Zhu Yuanda is.
This guy is fat.
Instead, I will introduce you to someone I know can be trusted.
One of the new rules is no hard porn. People post it all the
Shou,
time, and I doubt they'll
one of
stop.
Hong Kong's elder masters.
Oh yeah, I
The
gotta.
address is in there.
I think part of it is though is that I never really. For some people, I never explicitly let it be known that, you know, we don't post hardcore porn there. So some people just think, because I'm a coomer,
Thank you very much.
that it's appropriate there. So I can understand. I'll go there and lay down the law. I know Kisame is guilty as hell. I went to a porn server and I saw how smoothly they ran everything. They had roles and different colored names and rules. I was like, I gotta copy some of this shit. I'm over there just taking notes. Like, damn, they run a smooth ship over here. It's all like, let me get official rules and some roles going, man. Get some colorful names going. I got a blue name now, so I look special. It's awesome.
Nozomi,
Nozomi.
No,
I scared you?
no, just spooked. You know, it's kind of funny.
What the hell is this? I don't even remember this.
Funny?
Time.
See, I was just making a wish for you, and you suddenly appeared.
Wow.
A wish for me?
A wish for me?
You are going to Hong Kong, aren't you?
How did you know?
I finally made Fukusan tell me. You've been so preoccupied lately.
Is that so?
This isn't happening right now, by the way. I'm getting on the boat. I don't know. Is this a dream or is
I
this
know
really
you well
happening?
enough to know I can't. Here, take this amulet.
I wonder if he still has his amulet in Shenmue 3.
I'm hoping it will keep you safe. At least that's what I've been wishing and willing it to do.
She's interested in his forklifting
I'm so
skills.
glad I was able to give it to you. I've been so busy lately. Getting ready to return to Canada.
Oh yeah, you're leaving for Canada soon.
Boom, boom,
I gotta go
boom.
home.
Yeah, well, be careful.
Okay.
This is a big nothing burger.
We're both leaving Japan. I wish we had more time.
Tom's goodbye was cooler. He taught me a whole move. I guess it was like a flashback. It's time to get on the boat. It's time to get on the boat. It's time to get on the boat. So how long is that? That was 20 minutes? Why? I should have just finished the game with the last stream. I should have just... Well, look. it's been a while since I played it, so I didn't realize that the final part was that short. I thought it was like maybe one more complete day or so, like more cutscenes and whatnot. But we're on the boat. You want to know something fucked up about Shenmue 2? So when you go from Shenmue 1 to Shenmue 2, you can carry over the data. So all the moves that you learned, the capsule toys, the money that you made, you can transfer all of that over to Shenmue 2. But there's a part in Shenmue 2, right when you get off the boat, where you get robbed. Somebody steals your bag and they leave everything in there except the money. They take the money and you never get the money back.
He comes from a far eastern land across the ocean.
I don't care about that.
A young man who has yet to realize
But
his own
so
potential.
you get robbed of all your money. You keep
His
everything else,
potential is
but
a
you lose your
power
money.
that can both destroy him
And
as well as ensure his will is realized.
I just thought that was so stupid.
Perhaps he will
But
achieve
I
the
get what they were
balance
trying to
that will mark
do.
him a man of
They
courage.
wanted to create this scenario where you're in China,
path he must
but you're
traverse is
flat
fraught
broke,
with
and you
adversity,
got to work yourself back
filled
up
with
into having
expectations.
spending money to do
I
things
await
with, right?
Ralph's
That's
strength, for the
I'm assuming that
realization
was the
of his
concept.
destiny predetermined
to
since ancient
deprive
times.
you of your monetary
pitch
resource
black night
so that you
unfolds,
will have to struggle
with the
in
morning
China
star as
by
its
taking
only
odd jobs and whatnot. Because if you were able
Thus,
to, like, you can make a lot of money in Shenmue 1 by working at forklift job and not progressing the story. And then you transfer that over to Shenmue 2 and you don't have to struggle as much, right? But so that's why they take your money. But there is a way to get around that. So when you first get off the boat, there are these shops that sell capsule toys. No, I think they sell capsule toys and different amulets and, you know, just junk and trinket type stuff, right? And you can sell this stuff at pawn shops. So what you do is when you get off the boat, don't go too far, wait by the first area and go to these shops and spend all your money buying these little trinkets and stuff. And just buy as many as you can. And then after you go through the part where you get robbed, you'll be able to take all the stuff that you bought and sell it at a pawn shop. Now, you won't have as much money. You won't have as much money as you got off the boat with, but it is a way to have money in the early part of the game. So get off the boat, spend as much money as you can by buying bullshit at the little junk and trinket shops. Buy as much of that as you can, so that when you get robbed, you can at least sell all the stuff that you bought when you got off the boat. Because otherwise, you're gonna be flat broke, and then you gotta struggle and shit. I mean, I get why they did it. But it felt so manufactured, right? It felt like fabricated struggle. They happened to leave the important shit like the Phoenix mirror and all that in your bag, but they took the money. Conveniently, they only took the money. So that's why I hate that shit. But at least there's a way to get around it. But you gotta kind of work the system a little bit. More time for what? It gets boring without the forklifting saga. Well, that's it. It's over now. We did the damn thing, man. They probably did it to prevent people from grinding in the first game and starting rich. I know, but what I'm saying is, look, just let people do it. just let. If you earned it, if you worked for it, if you grinded, that's the whole point of being able to transfer stuff from one game to the next. If you earned that money and saved it, then you should be able to just go ahead and let them transfer it over to China. That way, look, if you did that, you're rewarded for your efforts, even going into the second game. Just like with the moves that you learn and perfect, it transfers to the second game. They don't take that away. They want you to have what you earned because it'll make the second game easier. So I'm like, okay, well, just let everything else stays the same, but they take your money. That's what I don't respect. And it felt so fake because they take your bag, but they only take the money when they could have took everything else too. So it was obviously trying to inconvenience the player, purposely trying to fabricate this scenario of, oh, I'm a fish out of water. I'm broke in China and I gotta work menial jobs to get by. Like that's what it does, and that's why I don't like it. 'Cause it feels so fake. That's why I'm not a fan of that. It felt so fabricated and fake. It was so obvious why they did it, and that's why I don't respect. But it's a way around it. But it's kind of time consuming because you got to hang out in that first area buying bullshit, and you got to try to spend up as much of your money as you possibly can before you actually advance the story, and then get robbed, and then you got to sell all that stuff, and you don't even get back an equal amount of money that you spent. But it's better than being broke. It's much better than being broke. But I just don't like it because it's so obvious why they did it and what they were trying to do. They were trying to fabricate a scenario of you being broke in China, instead of just saying, look, if you had money, shit, ball out, nigga. If you were a broke boy, then hey, suffer as a pauper in China, having to move boxes and stuff, right? Same thing if you didn't train, right? Or you didn't train, enjoy getting your ass whooped. Or you train, you're Goku. Well, that was the stream. Nah, I wouldn't be like that. I wouldn't be like that. But I don't know what the fuck I want to play. Oh boy, hold up, let me see something. This might knock out the stream because I'm gonna move something, but bear with me. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun.